Very good afternoon, my dear students. Today we discuss about the isometric and perspective projection. These topics come under the Unit 5 Engineering Graphics. First, we understand what is the isometric projection. Isometric projection is a method for visually representing three-dimensional object in the two-dimensional in technical and engineering drawing. It is must to understand the three-dimensional diagram in the two-dimensional scale. Isometric terminology generally we have three coordinate axes. These axes are called isometric axis. Any line parallel to the isometric axis is also called isometric line. A non-isometric line is any line. Is a line is not parallel to any one of the three isometric axes. An isometric projection of cube, the focus of the cube at any plane parallel to them. So it is called isometric plane. It is isometric scale. Isometric scale is nothing but the true length of the edges of the object are equally fourth and straight. The correct isometric projection can be drawn used by the isometric scale, always smaller than the ordinary scale. Generally, we can draw the 30 degree or 45 degree and then draw the vertical, the neutral scale by using the neutral scale. Then we got the isometric line. Isometric drawing is the isometric projection and also is included by the isometric drawing. Isometric projection, the drawing is paired with the isometric scale and isometric axis. Similarly, x, y, z. Isometric drawing prepared with the ordinary scale on isometric axis. First, we can understand what is the isometric projection and isometric drawing. It has many steps. First steps, we draw the 30 degree angle on both sides. The isometric sketches begin with the remaining isometric axis. Three lines, one vertical, one two drawn at 30 degree from the horizontal line. The height line represents height of the object, and 1/4 this line is represent depth, and 1/2 is represent width of the object. Similarly, 1/3 is represent height of the object. Next is a simple diagram of the cube. Another we can add another example here, but we can draw the black starting from the front face or detail and other faces. Stuff is a final diagram. We got it. Dark all the visible line and to complete the isometric sketches. Invisible line no need draw here. Isometric projection shall be all three dimensions like as length, width and height. Isometric line are only drawn to the scale. Object composed entirely in isometric line can be drawn by taking all measurement parallel to main edges of the enclosing box. It is a normal surfaces. It's isometric surfaces, isometric drawing. Another example is a unique surfaces which gives some modification. It represents as a first angle projection. It's an isometric diagram. We can draw the baseline at 30 degree. It's another object with a non-isometric line. Previous we can see the isometric line. It is a non-isometric line. We can draw a non-isometric line, similar principle, but we have some slight difference because non-isometric lines are drawn with the box construction and offset the measurement. Non-isometric lines are not drawn from the true length of isometric drawing. We understand the must. Irregular object make an isometric diagram for following irregular object is one of the best example. So irregular object we can draw step by step offset to help the locate the apex and complete the box construction may not be needed each case. It is generally we can use the 4-point method to draw the isometric circle. It is a cylinder. Bottom side we can draw and then the height should be drawn by measuring the height of the cylinder. After that we can draw same procedure. It is at the top view and the side view we can draw the isometric. Next we discuss about the perspective projection. Perspective projection is nothing but it is used to draw the three-dimensional picture of an object which can appear on human eye. You look at the human, he stand here, he looking the object by the visual ray method. Perspective drawing are usually drawn to the large object as a building, railway track. It is the example. Generally, perspective line nomenclature, ground plane, station plane, it's our observer eye located there, and then picture plane, ground line, horizontal plane and horizontal line and the visual ray. We represent the perspective projection by using the GL is a ground line, SP is a station point. Similarly, other location are drawn by using the front view as well as top view. It is an example to represent this square by visual ray method. The example actually is present the three-dimensional, so it should be a little bit complicated to understand. Next we look at the two dimensions. It should be easily understand. First you can draw the front view and after that you can draw the top view. By using the station point we construct all the dimensions equally and easily. Vanishing point method very rare we can use it because in Indian engineering graphic standard we are not using the vanishing point method. It is used only for UK and Australian countries. This is an example, a rectangular block we can draw the 30, 20 and 15 lying on the ground plane. Generally, the perspective view starts with the ground plane, bottom side. This is another example of the perspective diagram. I hope student must be understand what is the isometric diagram as well as perspective diagram of this unit. Thank you for listening. I hope you are enjoying my presentation. If you ask any doubt, any query, kindly put in my chat box. Thank you.